But first, I'll paint the gun and everything. Our train's now orange. Ah! It scared the fuck out of me. Howdy, howdy, everyone. How's it going tonight? How are you, Moth? Nice to see you as always. I hope you're doing well. We're back with more Heavy Rain. Either the last or second to last part. We are rapidly approaching the end, if I remember this game correctly. But before we get into it, before we go and save my son, I have all of these up here. You can follow me on any one of those, or if you don't feel like typing them out, there are easily clickable links right there in the chat. Or if you're watching this in the future, down in the description below on the YouTube. I'm not sure what we're doing next. This was the last of the poll games, so we'll see how much more of this we got in us. Feels like it's really loud, but the levels tell me it's not. I mean, playlist is also going. Not sure why. But, howdy, August. How are you today? How are you doing? I wonder, what did I? I don't remember putting that on there. But, without further delay, let's say we go ahead and hop right back into it. Nothing going on behind those eyes. Not a single goddamn thing. Good so far, still alive, surviving this terrible weather. Oh my god, it was so hot today. It was like unreasonably hot today. Especially at night, like... Alright, what's...
We'll find his son and prove he's innocent. I'll be able to help him now that he knows who I am.
Like, it was like stiflingly hot.
I think I'm starting to
101 degrees today. Oof, I hate to hear that.
Now we gotta find his son. And I think I know where to start looking.
How do you know where to start
I'm so
looking?
afraid he wouldn't believe me. Wrong move, idiot. I should have admitted everything earlier.
Now, the downside is, I don't remember exactly what Madison's doing. I believe they just got done going to the bone zone. Holy shit. Okay. So you see this car right here. The rear windows on that. That's a Cougar. That's a Mercury Cougar. That was my first car. White like that and everything. Uh-oh. Blake's here. And we're not allowed guns or dogs.
Cops. They're looking for Ethan. It looks like a raid.
Oh, Lord.
Come on, what was the damn number? Come on, come on. Pick up the phone.
I hope it's 207. They're stacked up outside 207.
The cops. They're in the motel. You've got to get out of here.
Uh-oh. Quick time events. I hit S. I hit S. I know I hit S.
He's still on the move! Get him! He's making a run
How did I hit?
He's on the balcony!
How did I correctly do the quick time event and still biff it? Like...
Whoa!
I feel like balcony hopscotch is still the better move here. Up and away. Come on, you simple dumbass. Come on. I've seen cops, I know how this goes. I feel like they would have been shooting at him by now.
Please, stop!
You know, if that cop just ran normal, he'd probably catch him. Oh, my face itches. No. I didn't kill my wife. I don't care.
Hands behind your head.
Fugitive. Anybody remember the fugitive?
Now, nowhere to go. It's around. Holy fuck!
What did he think would happen? Ethan's laying on the ground at the bottom. My spleen. Come on, Ethan. The littlest bit of urgency.
Ah! Hey, what's the matter with you?
Well, it's only fair. I did just get hit by your cab. Like, that's how it works. If a taxi cab hits you, it's legally yours. I'm not a lawyer. You have unlocked a bonus. On the loose, escape the police at the motel. Thursday, 11:43 p.m., 4.48 inches. If I remember correctly, 5 inches was where, we would die, or our son would die. American doors do not have the doorknob in the middle. I'm not 100% sure why European doorknobs are.
Lauren?
I'm sorry, Scott.
You should have listened to me, Mr. Shelby. I told you to drop the investigation.
Your son is a serial killer. How many people does he have to kill before you turn him in?
Gordy has his faults.
Why
but
does
he's
that
still
dude
my
look
son.
so excited to have a gun pointed
You
at
have
me?
no children, Mr. Shelby. You can't possibly understand.
I hate when parents say that.
Your investigation is over. For good.
This game loves drowning people. Was there DNA technology in this game? I mean, technically, yes.
Shit!
Like, the character who plays the FBI agent does use DNA, like, evidence.
Lauren! Lauren, wake up! Lauren!
Come on. Is she actually a serial killer, though? We believe so. The investigation's been leading that way.
Goddamn fool. Nothing's gonna work if I don't switch on that ignition.
Game, maybe if you labeled shit, I'd know what I have to turn on. Like, there is a serial killer. We don't know who it is yet. Okay, time is a factor. Okay, not what I want to do. Not what I want to do. Wake up Lauren.
Lauren! Lauren, wake up! Lauren!
Not ready for the car to be filled with water yet. Come on. I'm sure all of this looks real, real good with the whole... You think she would wake up by now? Like the water, you think would do that for her? Okay, cool. I did grab her. Whew. Once again, if the game labeled any of these quick time events, should I knew what they were before I just had to like press them and hope, be great.
I was gonna take up swimming again. This isn't exactly what I had in mind.
So we almost died. Now isn't time for a
You got a
fucking
car
joke.
back at your place? Mine's obviously pretty fucked up.
Yeah, sure.
Same, it was a nice car.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna go settle a few scores. Come on, I'll take you home. But lock your doors and windows and don't let anybody in but me. Okay?
Be careful, Scott. I don't want to lose you.
Just no emotion. Everybody in this game's like just a sociopath. Save Lauren underwater. I have the hiccups. It was real nice. Borrow somebody's car, and now we're gonna ruin it. This isn't my driveway. Now it's time for this to become a shooter. Rampage. I hit F, you motherfucker. Okay, that one I missed. I wonder if because I'm connected via Bluetooth, if that's why these button prompts are feeling kind of off. Quickest gun in the West.
Stay back! Don't come near me, or I'll shoot!
You ain't gonna shoot shit, old man.
Fucking asshole.
Please. Oh!
Oh god, what are you gonna do to him, Scott? Okay. Should there
Your
be like a
idiot son killed all
conversation?
those kids,
Okay,
didn't he?
there we go.
He's the origami killer.
No! No! He's innocent! He's not a killer! Not a killer!
I'm gonna redecorate your office.
You're a fucking liar. Now tell me the truth.
No! No, please! Don't hurt me!
Last chance.
I don't know! I swear! I don't know anything! Stop! Stop! I beg you. I'll tell you. I'll tell you everything.
Definitely, I'm definitely happy it let me choke him a little
He
bit.
always wanted his fun, you know. He wanted to be like the origami killer. He kidnapped that kid and he held him under the water for a little too long. It was an accident. An unfortunate accident.
That's not an accident.
wanted to
He,
play.
he intended to emulate a
Told me
serial killer, so he murdered
He was
a kid.
crying. He was so sorry for what had happened. Whatever he did, Gordy is my son.
Your son's kind of a piece of shit. Almost as big a piece of shit as you are.
No one will miss him.
What?
That boy,
Gonna be a
Gordy
dead
killed.
son real soon.
No one will miss him. Just street trash, like so many others.
How's it going, Dapper? How are you
You
tonight?
disgusting pile of shit.
Please let me hit him again.
And what about John Shepard? Why did you put flowers on his grave?
I own the construction site where he died. I never forgot.
About the same.
I've been putting flowers
it
on
was
his
real
grave
hot today, so like I'm like sapped of all energy.
John had a twin brother. What happened to him?
I don't know. He was adopted, I think.
Like today was
His mother?
today was a rough day.
His mother should know. Her name is Anne. Anne Shepard.
I feel like that would all be public record and you'd be able to find all that info, but okay. Indeed hot, you have to work on it. Yeah. Thankfully, I was able to stay inside for a good portion of it. It wasn't too busy,
Quickly!
but it's still like,
I need my pills.
how long can I
Oh,
realistically
yeah.
stay in a booth this big?
I'm no better than him if I let him die.
You want these pills? Oh. I was too good at the quick time event. Don't be better than him. I was gonna tease him with them, but it didn't let me.
You saved my life.
I was just wondering though if it would
I
let me
already
walk out of the
regret it.
room with the pills. I mean, I did also just murder my way into this room. Like, I got 6 of one, half dozen of the other at that point. Face to face, give Kramer his medicine. Geriatric ward. Uh-oh. 4.998 inches.
Hello, I'm looking for Anne Shepard's room.
Please sign the visitor's book.
Hold on, I'm gonna adjust something real quick.
Are you a member of the family?
Yeah, you could say that.
Oh, she'll be pleased to have a visitor. No one ever comes to see her. With the Alzheimer's, she has trouble remembering things, but it'll still please her. You know. It's room 19 at the end of the corridor.
Thank you.
All right.
Room 19. Where is
Okay.
that?
At the end of the
Only
corridor.
a few
she
hours
just told
left
you.
before Sean Mars dies. Hope I'm not wasting my time. John Shepard died 30 years ago. Hope his mother has all the answers to this puzzle.
Room 19.
Room 19. Where is that?
Oh, I can't gank the flowers to bring them to her. Room 12, room 14. Yeah, this is the Mass Effect prequel. Shepard did some fucked up shit beforehand. What the fuck are you looking at? Room 19. You know what I'm really glad this game doesn't have? A bunch of stupid fucking collectibles. Like, it would have been so much worse if I always had to scour
Mrs.
every
Shepherd.
area for, like, random bullshit.
Is it time for my pills already?
No,
No, you
Mrs.
crazy
Shepherd,
old
I-
bird.
They're never on time with my pills. I don't know what they do here. In the other hospital, they were always on time. But here,
I can see where you're going with that.
My name is Madison Page. I'm a journalist.
I always
I'd
think
like
of
to
that
ask you
actress
some
from the Drew
questions about
Carey
your son.
show.
I don't like this hospital. The food isn't very good, you know.
It's a hospital, no food's good. I was in the hospital once for an infected tooth. And, all I wanted was tomato soup.
Do you remember John?
My Johnny. He is a good little boy, you
And it
know.
was terrible. Even in that. Yeah, most people do.
I know what happened at Carnaby Square.
Like, I love that
Do you
show.
remember?
That's one of those ones that's a shame it'll
Carnaby
never end up on a
Square.
streaming service.
I think I used to live there a
Because of
long
all the
time
licensed
ago.
music.
We didn't have much money at the time, you know. We had to make do with very little.
Very little.
Your other son, Mrs. Shepherd, John's twin brother. What was his name?
What other son? Oh, I have no other son. I never had any children.
Try to remember, Mrs. Shepherd.
Got turkey
John's
sandwich in a
twin
hospital.
brother
It was,
was
edible.
placed with a foster family
Glad I got
after
a
the
packet of mayo.
accident.
Yeah.
What was the name of the foster family?
Like, a
I
lot of those
asked them for a
prepackaged sandwiches
television,
ain't
you know.
terrible.
They said I didn't have enough money. It's a pity. I'm fond of television.
We're all fond of television. Madison, don't sit on the cart with your ginormous ass.
Mrs. Shepherd, your son may be linked to a series of murders. Perhaps you have some information that could help the investigation.
Are you a new nurse? Where are my pills?
Okay, camera angle, this is not helping me much.
I think your son is in trouble, Mrs. Shepherd. He's done some terrible
Pills.
things. I need to find
Ginormous.
him. Do you understand?
It's like she's wearing a fake ass
Terrible
insert.
things you're telling me. He never came to see me. Can you believe
Like,
it?
you ever seen
In
those
10
boxers
years,
or
never.
like they're
No one
usually like
forgets
bicycle
their
sort looking
mother,
things
do
that have a
they?
big fake ass in them to make your ass look bigger?
You had a son
It
named
kinda
John.
looks like she's wearing
and
one of
John had a
those.
twin brother.
Do you have my pills? It's time for my pills.
Yeah, the cushion. Exactly. It's just like it doesn't fit the shape of the rest of her body. Like, look at that thing. Like, it does not fit with the rest of her body. Like, the rest of her body type does not fit. And like, I'm not trying to body shame. Like, I understand some people have, you know, different proportions and whatnot, but that looks fake. Look at that thing. Like, it's in a different area code than she is.
Did you make these origami figures?
My little paper animals. They played with them for hours. I showed my boys how to make them, you know.
Yes, your boys, Mrs. Shepherd. John and... What was your other son's name again?
My other son? I only had one son. My
Damn
little
it,
Johnny.
lady. Okay, is there anything else I can fuck with to try to get her? Wait, God damn it, game. The controls, though, y'all. By the way, this game on PS3 came with a little, like, slip that told you how to fold up the little crane from the box art.
I love origami, but that's not my favorite one.
Okay. I did not want to close the book, Madison. The hummingbird. The dog. The frog. Okay. Let's try the hummingbird. Maybe that'll spurn the old lady's memory. He's not even gonna try. Be like, oh, she made it behind her back.
I love origami, but that's not my favorite one.
You don't seem to get many flowers, Mrs. Shepherd.
I thought that was a
No,
drinking
but I
picture.
love them. My son knows that I love flowers. I know he'll bring me some.
Son, you say? John or the other one? The controls are so bad, y'all. Did I make the crane? I feel like I made the crane. Let's try the dog. Maybe
you know
Madison's
how
the
to do these
origami.
little dogs too. My children loved origami. I taught them how to do it. John loved the little dogs. He always wanted to call them Max. Max, Max, Max. All dogs with the same name. I was wasting my time telling him they couldn't all have the same name. But he always wanted his paper dogs Max. It's funny.
John
isn't
wasn't
it?
very bright, was he? Okay, so John's favorite was the fucking dog. Okay, is that all the information I can get from the origami? Okay. I'm gonna go steal those flowers and give them to her. Maybe flowers will help.
Does Mrs. Shepherd ever talk about her past?
It's not all very clear to her now. Sometimes she'll remember the oddest things, though. I suppose if she sees something that reminds her of her past.
Why is Madison staring at her like she's trying to look through her?
I'm looking for her other son.
Okay, the blinking's worse.
He was adopted. I mean, he's probably changed his name. Is there any official documentation on Mrs. Shepherd?
No, there's nothing really. Nothing about her family. I guess if her son was adopted, then she's the only one who could tell you about that.
Deadpan stare. Yeah.
Does she get many visitors?
To be fair, like,
She's
this
been here
game's
for 10
really
years and you're the
trying
first.
for the facial capture.
Sometimes, if you show her
It's
things,
not working.
it seems to trigger a memory from her past. You might get it to remember.
Thanks for the advice.
Like, everybody's facial expression looks kind of terrible in this, especially the mouths. But the PS3 had, like, real bad mouths to begin with. Like, all the PS3 era games kind of have that same problem, where everybody's mouth kind of looks like it's trying to eat itself. Whereas, I'd actually put this against a game that came out a little later. I think a little later. I don't remember exactly what year it came out, but, L.A. Noire, which I think does the facial capture
What a
this is
lovely
trying to
orchid.
do
My
better.
sons loved orchids. We used to grow them in the back. When John died,
It's not too
I
bad.
laid orchids
I am playing on the
his
PC.
grave.
If I was playing on PS3, this would look so much worse. Nothing. Like, to be fair, like, I do think there's a little bit of, like, gritty. You have a TV, you crazy old witch.
Must have something linked to her son's accident in here. A picture or something.
Maybe a bathroom? Yeah, Madison, check yourself out in the mirror. That's what I wanted to do. But yeah, no, I think LA Noire, I think, does the facial capture better than this does. LA Noire, though, also, I feel like cost a lot more money. Like, LA Noire, I feel like they put a lot more money into making that game than Quantic Dream spent making this. Which isn't always, an indicator of...
Show her things that take her back.
I really wish there was a button that would show me everything I can interact with. Like... Oh, there was a second drawer.
Are these your children, Mrs. Shepherd? John and his brother? Is that them?
They're good little boys. Their father never looked after them. Always drinking. They didn't have an easy life, you know.
Ugh. Ugh. Maybe look at the back of the picture. It might have a name.
I cried when they told me. I'd already lost one of my children, and now they were taking away another one, you understand.
The foster family, Mrs. Shepherd. What was the name of the foster family that adopted John's brother?
They were really very nice people. I met them, you know.
Good, you didn't,
In the
lose your kid
beginning,
to
I used
horrible
to go and
monsters.
see my little boy. And then I got sick and I couldn't go any longer. Perhaps he thought I'd forgotten him.
That was when the night terrors
He must
started.
have thought I didn't love him anymore.
His name, Mrs. Shepherd. What was his name?
But I loved him. If you only knew how much I missed him.
Please, Anne. His name. What was his name?
Come closer.
Rosebud. I mean, we just met this old lady. Like, just met her. This is the only scene she's in. Do not form an attachment. She told us the name of her son, who's the origami killer. So right now, Madison is the only character who knows who the origami killer is. I guess technically also the only character we know for sure isn't the origami killer. The last letters. 5.1 inches. Oh no. Some Twin Peaks shit. I thought it was gonna be like, come closer, and she passed away before she said the name. That would suck. That would be so fucking terrible. Fuck, this is bright.
The last trial. The last question. Are you prepared to give your life to save your sons? There is
Murder
a deadly
mirrors.
poison in this file. It will kill you in exactly 60 minutes.
Oh, shit.
If you drink it, you will get the last letters of the address. You will have enough time to save your son and say goodbye to him, but then you will die. You can drink the file or decide to leave. The choice is yours.
Save Sean and die. Christ. He loses his father, but at least he's alive. Maybe it's the right thing to do. There's got to be another way. I can't kill myself to save my son.
To be fair, the last letters are probably hidden somewhere in this room. I'd probably look around first.
1 hour to live. Just enough time to save Sean. Kill myself to save Sean? That's ridiculous. I'll find some other way. I'm sure I can save him. The cameras. He must be watching me. There's no choice. I've got to do it. If I want to save my son. He could be lying. Maybe I'll die as soon as I drink this, and then no one can save Sean. Poison. So, if I drink this, I'll be dead in an hour, and if I don't, I won't get the last letters. Am I willing to die to save my son? Nothing to lose. I've come too far to stop now.
Well, Ethan's out of thoughts, so down the hatch. I really wish they had, made these a different color. Because, I can't really see what these commands are. Alright, down the hatch. Oh, God. It's cherry flavored. The worst flavor for medicine. If you think differently, you're wrong. Cherry medicine is the worst. Get at me in the comments. How is that mirror working?
The last
Or are
letters
these not
have been
mirrors, are
sent to
these
your phone.
screens? Oh, it wasn't in the room. That's not a real place. Let's
I
not
did what I had to, Sean.
let's
Your
not
dad's
forget my
coming to
cool
save
new
you.
watch. All right, drink the poison, succeed in all of Ethan's trials.
We've only got a few more hours left to save Sean Mars. There has to be a goddamn clue somewhere. It's probably staring me in the face. This kid's gonna die, and I'm going around in circles!
All packed up and ready to go?
What are you talking about?
The investigation's over. We know who did it. We no longer need your services anymore, Norman. So you can ride your files all the way back to Washington. I'd be lying if I said I was gonna miss you.
I mean, the FBI regional office is in
The investigation isn't over. You have absolutely nothing on Mars.
Mars is guilty. Case closed. Anyway, it's no concern of yours now. You're off the case. So pack up and fuck off.
Blake, you are an unbalanced, psychopathic asshole.
I'll take that as a compliment. Honestly,
It
I don't
wasn't
give a
intended
shit
as
what you
one.
think. I found the
You're an
origami
absolute piece of
killer.
shit. You did find
Everyone's
shit.
happy. End of story. Have a nice trip back, Norman.
You pinned it on a rando. A victim, actually. I had no control over that one, really? I had no choice in that matter?
The killer's name is here. Somewhere in this data. I just have to find it. Find it before it's too late.
Oh, one last thing, sir. You should be careful not to overindulge in you-know-what. It can be dangerous.
I've been
Very
racking my
dangerous.
brain trying to remember the name of the bartender.
It'll end up killing you
Lloyd.
if you're not
It's
careful.
Lloyd.
That would be most unfortunate, sir.
Like, last stream I was racking my brain trying to remember it. The bartender's name was Lloyd. From The Shining. I actually don't know exactly what to do here.
Two
Admittedly,
receipts from the same gas station.
These parts always
Might
threw
be
me
near
off.
the killer's home. Ugh, that doesn't get us anywhere. The killer lives in this zone. 342 people live around there. Not good enough. Gotta find a means of identifying the killer more precisely. The gun the killer left at the Blue Lagoon. Perhaps there's some way of tracing its history.
Yeah, if only guns were some kind of like, or like in some way, you know, categorized by numbers.
Impounded in a police
Serialized.
case 5 years ago. The gun is still supposed to be in police custody. Who checked it out? If not a cop.
Really, there's no geological data on what cops or ex-cops live in that area.
Ari was in record mode when I was fighting with the killer. Perhaps there's something on it.
Okay.
The sword was already in Paco's office. It's got nothing to do with the killer.
Okay. I guess we'll keep watching. This feels tedious. Oh. I feel like the only thing we saw him do was get hit in the throat. God, there's a clunky way of controlling this. Like missing frames. Okay. Nothing. Okay. I don't know what I'm supposed to be getting from this.
Looks like the killer is a cop. Carter Blake! That would explain the dead-end investigation and his desire to frame Ethan Mars.
Investigate further. Okay. Can I throw it on a map?
A cop. There's only one cop in that geoprofiling zone. Gotcha.
What I said a minute ago, great.
He owns a warehouse on the docks. If I'm wrong, Sean Mars is dead.
Hey. Maybe I should have accused him.
Let me stay with you, Scott. I don't want to go.
Look, it'll only take a couple of days. Long enough to get this resolved.
Long.
I can't
When you
just
come
wait
back,
while you confront
get
my son's killer.
$100 worth.
It's the only way, Lauren. Trust me.
Hair,
Now go stay with
hair
your mother
technology
for a few
in
days.
video games
I'll come
has
and get you
come
when
a
this
long
is
way.
all over.
Tell me who the origami killer is. I want to know who killed my son.
Listen, when I'm done, I'll tell you everything I know. I promise.
I almost guarantees he ain't gonna walk away from this. They were roommates. Tomb Raider hair reminds me of that. Yeah, like, this is worse than Tomb Raider hair. Like, I'll say that outright. I felt like the hair wasn't noticeably bad in Tomb Raider. This, it's like, kind of terrible.
Hang on, John. I'll get help. Just hang on. Go on, hurry.
Great, another flashback
I think the
sequence.
water's rising. I'm hurrying. I'll be right back.
Do these kids, like, live on this construction site, or... Oh, that guy's still doing that. Breathing. Definitely looks like these kids live on this construction site. Because here's the trailer.
Dad, it's John. He fell into a bug. He's
Get out of
dying.
here, you little pest. Leave me
You
alone.
gotta come, Dad. Come on, John's gonna die. John's gonna
Well,
die.
that'll be one less greedy mouth to feed, won't it?
Father of the
Go
Year.
away.
Please, Dad, I'm begging you. John's gonna die. John's gonna
What did
die,
I
Dad.
tell ya? Scrap!
Please, Dad. You've got to save John.
Clearly an American
I
child.
tried, John. I really tried. But he wouldn't come.
Goes on bad news.
Please don't die, John.
You are what we call in the business fucked. It's a rough one, I'll admit, but you know.
Don't forget about me, Scotty.
My sound effect didn't work, but Scotty. There we go, finally. What character do we know as Scotty? So yeah, that kid's dead. Find all the clues using Ari. Hey. So yeah, Scott Shelby is the origami killer. It's been the PI from the whole jump. And now it's time for him to get rid of evidence. Ooh, that fire. First we have the card that was sent to Lauren's husband. That's some evidence. Then we have the phone that I believe was sent to Lauren's husband. Or possibly the other lady's husband. Yeah. Scott's covering up his tracks now. Then we have the shoebox that I recovered from the vending store guy. Howdy, Zagboo. Welcome in. We just found out the identity of the origami killer. How are you today? We have the logbook for Paco, I guess. Yeah. Identity found. I'll just type Ralph and hit return before seeing your name. So Google searches Ralph. Damn, we found the origami killer. We are the origami killer. The killer's been Scott Shelby this whole time, and now he's destroying the evidence. And this scene can go fuck itself. Because there's no way this scene played out how we saw it. That's right, Scott Shelby also killed Manfred. And called the cops on himself. Like, that scene does not make any sense. Because we're playing as Scott Shelby at that moment. Like, we never leave him long enough for him to have done it. I feel like it all makes sense except for that Manfred scene. That Manfred scene completely doesn't make sense. But yeah, no. Now all the evidence we collected is him destroying the evidence of his crimes. By burning it in what appears to be a soup pot. I really said, how do we make this scene all work? Yeah, like... But why indoors? Because it's raining outside. You'd never get a good fire going. There's like 6 inches or 5 1/4 inch rain going on. We were collecting that evidence as Shelby, right? Yeah. Remember we went to the convenience store and stopped the robbery and got the... But Madison went and talked to his mama and figured out who he is. So Madison knows who the origami killer is as well. Also, I was just about to comment on it again, because I commented on it a minute ago. We do not have doorknobs in the center of our doors in America. That is a European thing. I don't know what you want from me here, game. What button is this supposed to be? Is it mouse? I think, but without pressing the mouse buttons, I guess? Which I've never had this prompt before. No, I'm supposed to hold a mouse button. This is literally not the prompt they've been giving me the entire game to have me do this motion. Like,
Unless you touch, girl.
they want you stressed about unlocking this door. It's not even stressed, it's annoyed. Because, like, the entire time, they have not given me that prompt. It has always been a picture of a mouse with one of the buttons, or both buttons highlighted.
There must be something that'll tell me where Sean Mars is.
Like, for the last however many hours. They want you annoyed while you're unlocking this, exactly. Madison just loves breaking into shit. Oh, my tummy. My tummy is singing the song of its people. It is not happy. Yeah, just flippantly throw it away. Like, don't try to cover your tracks or nothing, Madison, I swear to fucking God. Got an inhaler. Okay, that's just a Scott Shelby thing. Okay. Got some scotch.
That's where the smell of burning comes from. Evidence going up in smoke.
Too late, Madison. He burned it all. Or one thing in each drawer. You had to justify getting the desk.
He used to be a cop.
It's not a Philadelphia
He
Baz.
knew exactly how an investigation would be carried out.
There's an extremely New York Baz.
A cop's uniform. Always trust a cop. That's why children went with him. He was dressed as a cop.
Like, I don't know if it's just because I'm a pack rat of a person. So Shelby not even a cop. No, he was a cop. He's an ex-cop. Which, once again, a cap. But, like,
Sean Mars. Oh, the lunatic's been watching him drown. But it's some kind of a well filling up with rain. Shit, it needs a password. How does this twisted fuck's mind work? Gotta be something related to his childhood. What did he call those paper dogs when he was a kid?
oddly enough, I was thinking Max would be too stupid, but I think Max might be the right answer.
Got it.
Yeah.
Max. The name John gave to his paper dogs when he was a child.
I always speak in exposition too, Madison. Bro.
An address. It's gotta
Theodore
be where Sean
Roosevelt
Mars is.
Road.
Hurry.
We have a
There's no
Roosevelt
time to
Boulevard. You
lose.
didn't need to make up a road. We have the typewriter. We have more origami. I mean, Mad's not bad at origami. I'll give him that. Oh. Let's go.
So you found my little secret?
It's over, Scott. All
Howdy,
those children
extra.
killed just to find a father capable of
My
saving his
password,
son.
Max.
Shut up!
Mama said that is what he wanted the dog to be. Yeah. Every dog is called Max.
There's one child
Clearly
left.
he's a sociopath.
There might still be time to save him. Let him go. Do what your father couldn't do.
Get in there.
Get into my murder. So, like, did he build that himself? Or... Stuck in the murder weed room. Here... Madison deserves to die now. Because just for the fucking... Okay, game. I get it. That's clearly ceramic. Oh my god, game. What the fuck? These controls are gonna get me killed. Thankfully, I do know where to hide. Great, he's smoking us out. I mean, in a way, you die from piss poor controls. Honestly, it's a miracle none of them have died already. Like, it's honestly a miracle I've not gotten anybody killed yet. Oh my god, Madison, it's just a little fire. The floor is hot lava. The floor is hot lava, y'all. Oh shit. So time is a factor. Yeah, Madison, don't move any faster. Like, get out of the fire. Bruh. Really though, 3 and E? Like, parkour. Thankfully, I do know where to hide in this. And it's the old Indiana Jones strategy. Like, this is as stupid as you can get. Mass pandemonium. You cannot open a fridge from the inside, which seems wrong. Most fridges, like especially old fridges, you couldn't. A lot of fridges, that's why legally you're supposed to take the door off.
I know where Sean Mars is. I've got to call that FBI guy, Jaden. He's the only one I can trust.
Because children would get
He'll be able to
stuck in
save
them,
him.
and like,
Mom and Jaden.
like a
He's
lot of
Madison
kids have
Page.
died.
You don't know me. I'm a journalist.
Because of
we don't have much time,
refrigerators.
so listen carefully.
No, you
Ethan
can push
Mars
them
is
open, right?
innocent.
I
The
think they're
killer's
better
name
now,
is
but they're
Scott
still
Shelby.
like you run out of air
Sean
in the
Mars
fridge.
is at 852
Like
Theodore Roosevelt Road.
Like you
got all that?
Wait, I know this already. I'm on my way to the warehouse. I gotta go.
But yeah, no, you're on the right track. Like, don't play in old fridges. Like, they're like legitimately dangerous. I don't know how true it is now, but I do know legally if you throw a fridge away, you're supposed to take the doors off. Big TVs too are a thing. Like old flat, like old rear projection big screens. Killer's place survived the explosion by hiding in the fridge. We're a kid. We're the lesser of the two sons. So somehow my buffoonery and, you know, just struggle with these fucking controls. We have somehow gotten to the point where all of the characters are alive and know where Sean is.
I've been looking for a long time, Ethan. Looking for a father.
Time for the evil monologue.
Able to do what mine could not do.
But yeah, somehow we've made it where everybody knows, like, got all the information. Everyone got to where they're going and survived the entire game up till now.
Oh, I searched.
I am absolutely not. Because if I was trying to get somebody killed in a section, I'd fuck it up. That's right, Scott Shelby was there the day our better son died.
All those murders.
Jason!
Just to find a father capable of saving his son.
Just to find a father? Do you have any idea how it feels to be a worthless nothing in your father's eyes?
I mean, I feel it in every other instance, so
I've
it's not that hard to imagine.
Just as much as my victims.
The actor playing Scott Shelby suddenly started crying.
Give me back my son.
Actually, to be fair, he's been the best voice, one of the best voice actors all game.
Open that crate.
Can I have the key? Like, you've already drank your poison and did. I feel like if I was Sean, I would be grabbing onto those bars and pulling myself up. Like, trying to control 3 characters and Madison when she gets here simultaneously. Exactly. This is gonna get real frantic real quick. Come on, Ethan, put some ass into it. Also, maybe attack the weaker part of the lock, you know. Come on, pull. We're gonna put an ass into it. We need Madison, exactly. We need her big fake ass. How are you underwater? You just weren't. By the way, most characters can still die here. Like, there's a good chance I do not get the good ending still. But there are like 6 or 7 endings to this. I'm going to try, but that's the game's idea, whether or not I can or... Oh goody, the cops are here. That means Blake's here. Oh, fucking threw a TV, some IKEA furniture, whatever the fuck that was. Like, damn, another TV? Another more flat TV. I feel like nobody in this game remembers that guns are like, you know,
likely to be armed and
a ranged device, not like a melee weapon.
Kill. I repeat, shoot to kill. Ash, are the snipers in position?
Yes, Lieutenant. They're ready on your command.
Perfect. He won't get away this time. We'll gun him down as soon as he shows his face. Hey! You there! What are you doing?
Lieutenant, my name is Madison Page. I'm a journalist. I have proof that Ethan Mars is innocent. He's not the origami
Ash,
killer.
what is a journalist doing here? I thought I told
I
everybody
feel
to
like
keep
I
their
wouldn't have
mouths
led with
shut.
Ethan Mars is innocent. I would have led with I know who
Get
the
outta
real
here. I don't wanna
origami
get in the
killer
way.
is.
Okay, Lieutenant. All right, come on.
You're about to make a terrible mistake, Lieutenant. Ethan Mars is innocent. I can prove it.
Chuck wrench. I feel like neither of them are really trying all that hard in this fight. Look into my giant ass and listen. I actually think it would have been interesting if we switched between Shelby and Jaden every time it cuts away. Shit, now it's not the time.
Don't die on me, son, please. Breathe.
I
Gotta
feel
breathe.
like nobody in this game has dry socks at any point. I'm holding the button. What more do you want from me, game? I gotta remember not to like do the quick time events too quickly. Worst dad of the year award if we can't handle that.
Sean.
I mean, Ethan is currently like 0 for 2 for sons being not traumatized. Maybe this kid comes back and says it in the most monotone way. Maybe keep doing CPR, don't just like give 2 pumps and quit. Dad, I'm okay.
Sean. Oh.
I was so scared.
Oh.
2 pumps, cry, continue. Exactly.
I thought you were gone.
That's what I learned when I got CPR certified.
Dad.
I knew you'd come and save me.
I knew you'd come and save me.
Sean, listen. You are
He's
the best thing
tired.
that ever happened to me in my life.
His delivery was like that when he
I
wasn't
want you to
tired.
know that whatever happens, I love you more than anything in the world.
By the way, Ethan drank poison and is about to die in a second.
I'm not dead. I took the poison an hour ago.
Look, I was like, I'm not dead.
I'm not dead.
That was the last trial. You had to drink a vial of poison. But it wasn't poison. Like,
Ash, get her out of my face.
Mars didn't do it, for Christ's sakes. He's innocent.
Yeah! Hey, what are you doing?
committing vehicular assault. I've almost fucked up every single one of these quick time events. The fuck, Madison?
Crap.
What do we do, Lieutenant?
Attention all personnel, hold your fire. I repeat, hold your fire.
Tries to be testing me. Well, like, I feel like they get progressively
They're out
worse.
there. They have the building surrounded.
Like the first one, drive
They'll
like an
shoot you if you
asshole.
go
A
outside.
lot of people do that for free.
I'll
The
go out
second
alone.
one was
I'll
like,
talk to them. I'll explain.
You'll be dead before you can open your mouth.
what was the second one?
Look, we'll all go out together with our hands in the air, and They can't possibly shoot us.
Was the second one the
We
finger?
have the evidence that proves your innocence. Ethan.
Oh, Electric Boogaloo. Yeah. The butterfly trial was the second one.
Listen,
Like, that one really sucked
I'm
with, like,
sorry
the
I
broken
didn't trust
glass and the electric
I was
shock.
only thinking about Sean, and I thought...
And then the third one was
That's okay.
the finger.
The only thing that matters
The
is
fourth
that you saved
one
your
was
son.
just a murder. And then the fifth one was poison. It's like... Who threw out a hammer? I block your hammer with TV. I'm trying so hard not to fail at these. Because I feel like if you fail at one or two of these, you die.
Save me. Please, save me.
There's a dick move. I tried to save you. I forget how they even ended up on the conveyor belt at this point. Well, he was Scott Shelby. He's not going to be in Heavy Rain 2. He let one cat. I tried to help him. That one was inevitable. Like, to be fair, 3 out of 4 ain't bad. Four out of 5 would count Sean. Unfortunately, yeah, we did save Sean.
There was general relief this morning.
Save the kid, finish Heavy Rain, Simple Mind.
More than 4 days
I didn't read
after
what
his
Simple Mind.
disappearance,
Complete the story with
Mars
4
had been
characters
imprisoned
alive.
in a well by the man known as the Origami Killer. The successful resolution of this case was
Jesus
made
Christ, that
possible only
photograph.
by the bravery of Ethan Mars, who the police believed at one point to be the killer. It is no doubt due to his great courage and tenacity that he succeeded
Hell yeah.
in foiling the plans of the Origami Killer.
Let's fucking
The
go.
police commissioner presented him with an official apology today. Our main headline today. It is reported that the police have identified the man thought to be the Origami Killer.
Hey, can we get a
Shelby,
picture
48,
of you
is a former
scowling in
police
case you ever do
lieutenant
something
who
real
claimed to be a
awful?
private eye hired by the families of the killer's victims. Shelby was killed during a massive police operation, but further details have not yet been released to the public.
Why are your eyes so green? They're like emeralds.
Let's just say a friend of a friend let me jump in line. If we like it,
That's why he's a newscaster. I mean, they were beautiful eyes. Look, everybody's wearing different clothes for once. You know, after this horrible traumatic event, Sean gets a new mom. What rooms? It's an open concept.
Well,
asshole.
What do you think?
Verna looks
It's
oddly similar
perfect,
to her
Ethan.
original one. Yeah, she definitely has a certain style. I really liked her apartment.
We'll be able to
now.
forget what happened.
I like this apartment too.
We'll lead a normal life.
I love that industrial
One
look.
day, it'll all just seem like a bad dream.
Man, he really bounced back from
We've earned the right
nearly
to be
drowning
happy
to
now,
death.
Ethan. All 3 of us.
Like the brick walls for sure. Yeah, I like the concrete beams and brick walls and Like, I particularly love, like, personal bathrooms that have, like how Madison's had, like, the stall and, like, you know, that big old round sink, like you find in, like... You ever watch The New Girl? The show The New Girl?
World Magazine this
I
week,
like their apartment.
And has been hailed by the whole nation as a new hero for our times.
Their apartment's,
Astonishingly,
like, beautiful.
he almost single-handedly ended the sinister series of killings by the man
It's also,
known
like,
as
massive.
the Origami
Like, way
Killer,
too big.
and saved the life of young Sean Mars. His determination, courage, and intelligence have won our admiration. Norman Jayden, give it back.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, what is it, the Friends apartments, none of them actually make sense. Uh-oh. That one time I took drugs just completely fucked Norman up. Even though the game took that choice away from me. No, no. He threw it away. We were just thinking about it. Federal Bureau of Investigations. I can respect somebody who smiles for their mugshot. Ugh. Remember when computer screens looked like that? You know what I just realized? This doesn't make sense because I didn't play the mini game that this is referencing. Because of the drugs, Norman is kind of fucked. So there's a mini game in RE that you could play, like the ball bouncing one that we actually did do. That was tanks. And they're these little tanks. So, like, this doesn't really make a ton of sense. He should have been attacked by a bouncing ball. Maybe we just need to get some sleep is all. I mean, if you start seeing shit without your AR glasses on, maybe it's past needing a little sleep.
Scott.
Yeah, that's real fucked.
Were you thinking about that when you held me in your arms?
To be fair, I may not have been able to save Scott. I did save Lauren.
Nothing can justify it anyway.
This game has like 6 endings though. Like,
I feel
based on who
nothing
survives and who
but
doesn't.
Contempt for you. Nothing but contempt.
Well, think about it, like, Lauren could die, Madison can die, Jayden can die, Shelby can die, like, Sean can die. Like, you can get every character killed and any variation thereupon. Like, I know for a fact that there's an ending of this where all of the main characters die and Scott Shelby gets all the,
I'm a father too.
all of the evidence, and you, like, it's called, like, the perfect crime. I think you actually get both of the people you get evidence from, or all 3 of the people you get evidence from, you get them killed as well. So there's nobody left. Yeah. Like, that one's a good one to do on, like, a second or third playthrough. But there's, like, an ending where, like, Ethan gets killed, and, like, Jayden survives, you know. Because you can literally, like, get everybody killed multiple times throughout the story. So the ending does change dramatically based on that. Good times. Like, Jaden can die in this sequence. He can die in that one that, that's the meme of him running through the, thing. Madison can die here. It's like a scrapbook. So, I have to look something up real quick. I believe so, yeah, I'm fairly certain. Like, I haven't looked it up, but I think I remember dying there. How long? Why? Rain. Look at the taxidermist. How long the beat says it's only 29 minutes, so we might do the DLC tonight as well. Per angle, too many. Madison can definitely die in the fire. But yeah, no, like, there's a bunch of places where you can, like, die. And it's like, the story will change. Or, like, if you don't find the right evidence, if you don't do the trials, you know? Like, if you don't prove Ethan's innocence, like, there's a bunch of things that can go wrong. That's... Oh, we're stuck in the credits. Feels like some decisions actually matter. Yeah, and there's a couple things they do kind of like railroad you into. Like the password. Like, it outright told me, oh, it's the dog's name, because you will enjoy the credits, damn it. I don't know if I will. But yeah, there are some things where they very much railroad you into it. Goddamn, so much music. So many copyright strikes. But yeah, like, this is one of those games, and I'll say it again, like, horrible controls aside, because this does control horribly. Not even just bad, horribly. Like, this is one, like, fun to, like, even if you watch somebody play it, playing it for yourself, because it does, like, change based on what you do. As long as you make different choices than whatever you watched, you will get a different story. But I will also say that part with Manfred can go fuck itself. In the antique shop, we do not lose sight of Shelby for more than like 3 seconds while Lauren's looking at that music box. Not enough time for him to walk behind the wall, kill Manfred without Lauren hearing, call 911, clean up, and then come back and act like he didn't know what was happening and find the body. Because he's also, like, the one who finds the body. Like, that part is a little, like, doesn't make fucking sense. Otherwise, though, like, the reveal of Shelby being, you know, the killer is, you know, pretty well hidden in, like, because you do, like, have points where you question, like, oh, could it be this person? I do wish there were a couple more actual characters. Because in all reality, the only 2 characters, like, if you really think about it, out of the 4 characters we play as, only 2 of them were likely the origami killer. Jaden almost definitely isn't, because he's not from here. It started well before he came to town. Like, so it probably isn't him. Madison isn't, like, the origami killer almost clearly is a man based on size and weight and all that. Like, they pretty early say outright, oh, it's definitely a man. So, like, you're left with Ethan and Shelby. And the game tries very hard to make you believe it's Ethan, but like, even to the fact that, like, he's an architect, so that kind of gives you the idea he might be able to make these horrible Saw-like traps. I don't think that really plays as well as they want it to. And the whole, like, I don't remember, and him waking up randomly in places in the rain. Like, it doesn't really give... It's too heavy-handed to the point where it makes me go, oh, this is a red herring. Like, it kind of calls itself a red herring immediately. Which I'm not the biggest fan of. Fuck, these credits just keep on going. They had this big of a QA team and the controls still suck this hard. But yeah, like, it's very, I still find this to be a very interesting game. All of the David Cage games, admittedly, I do say, like, are interesting. At the very least, they're interesting. And you can tell this was almost, like, entirely Sony. Because, like, they're, like, the DualShock is a, trademark of Sony. Which I think in the original PS3 version, begrudgingly will admit it's interesting. I think the original PS3 version, you could actually play with move controls. Like, the move controllers, I think you could actually play it with those. But we got another hour or so worth of stream. I'd be like playing it on the Wii, yeah. What's on the new story? Nope, this is not what I want. Back. Round 2. Fight. Back to main menu. You unlocked a new bonus. Extras. Bonus. Time to die for Harsgard for an hour. So that means time to die to Harsgard for an hour. No. I have bonuses unlocked, game. Don't you fucking lie to me. Oh, is it because I loaded a... There's a DLC I'm trying to find. To play it. And this menu system is some hot garbage. Yeah, and you can go back and, like, play chapters once you've finished it. No, but really, like, Heavy Rain trailer, prototype, the casting, making of, crafting visual actors, music. Oh, check, I'm gonna look through this a little bit, because I might need to... We might need to hurry up and download a thing. There's store page. It's called The Taxidermist. Yeah, it's called The Taxidermist, and it should be in extras, but I did not see it in extras. Is it not? How do I... Where taxidermist? Oh. Well, never mind then. It's a PS3 exclusive, apparently. Well, we're not doing that, then. That is whack. That... That means that it's locked on a dead console on a game they're still selling? Ugh. How fucking dare you? Global achievements. How many more are there? Oh, quite a bit. There are 56 achievements in this. Time to boot. The PS3 ain't even plugged into anything right now. It's in my closet because it just doesn't work regularly. The controller's bad. Like, I do have the game, like, right here. Right here, underneath my copy of Dark Souls, Silent Hill. Like, I do have it for PS3. I bought it at GameStop a long time ago. Here. We will, though. Let's check out some of the bonus features. At very least, we'll go a little bit longer. Wow. HD output, 480p and 720p. No. Absolutely not. For PS Move functionality, use motion controller navigation and PlayStation Eye, all sold separately. It wants you... We're not. Yes, all progress will be lost. I'm very sad. Bonuses. Let's see the trailer for Heavy Rain.
We got our origami killer.
I want every available man to finding Ethan Mars.
Ethan Mars is innocent. I can prove
Like,
it.
does this trailer work? Okay. So here's the casting thing. Like, this was like apparently a prototype or something for this. Like kind of a tech demo, I guess. This is very
Your name and your age, please.
My name is Mary Smith. I'm 24.
Have you ever taken any acting lessons, Mary?
Not really. I couldn't afford it, but I watch a lot of films and I learn so much by watching them.
Have you shot anything recently?
Okay.
I've had a few bit parts, little things here and there, nothing very serious for the moment. I'm always too tall, too short, wrong hair. There's always something wrong with me.
Okay. Have you learned your lines?
Yes.
Like a big ass
Let's
teeth.
get started. Mark it, please.
Casting Heavy Rain, actress Mary Smith, take one.
And
Well,
action.
she played Lauren in the video game.
First time I saw you, I knew you were the one.
I think this is
thought
her
this was
actual
what
accent,
happened in the
though.
movies, you know? Pounding the heart, the sweaty hands, and the shaky legs. I was coming out of the theater, and it started pouring heavy rain, so there I was, soaking
Roll
wet,
title.
teeth chattering, freezing cold, and then you came up to me. You looked at me straight in the eyes, and you said, "Need an umbrella, miss?"
By the way, this goes off the
Weeks,
rails
said, "Love me
eventually,
forever."
if I remember correctly.
3 months later, we were getting married. God, it sounds so stupid. It's such a corny romance.
For a prototype, I actually think the face
Real life.
animation is way better.
It never ends up being what you think it's gonna be.
Like,
You
granted,
think it's
they
gonna
had
be
to do one
big
face and not
fairy
a
tale.
bunch, but...
And then one day you wake up in an average little house, leading an average little life, and your real dreams are
Like, I like how
about
you can see
paying
the
bills
wrinkles
and
on her
maybe someday
chin
getting a
when she
bigger
moves her
TV.
mouth a certain
And
way.
you realize that maybe that wasn't the life you were dreaming of. You realize maybe things could have been different.
Like, I do wish she had a
Maybe
little
I
bit more
actually
lines in
lived with all
here.
that, but then one day it all
Because her face is a little too smooth. But
starts with something small.
doesn't look terrible.
A little lipstick on a collar. A few nights when you come home a bit late. At first I tell myself that I'm crazy, that you would never do such a thing. But just to ease my mind, one night I follow you as you leave the office. I follow you to the CD hotel. Will you meet the girl?
Yeah, for the time period it is, and the fact that this is a,
And then
like I
the
said, a
whole world
prototype, it
falls
does
apart.
look really nice. Like, there's obvious technical issues, like,
I come
look at all
home,
the,
and I cry for hours in my
the
kitchen.
jaggedness on the, papers on the fridge around the edges.
I get the gun from
Shit
the
like
drawer
that.
in the bedroom.
But,
and I
like,
tell
all in all,
myself
it looks fairly nice.
that if this is all that life has to offer me, then I can do without.
Like I said, this takes a hard left.
But then I change my mind. After all, I'm not the one who's cheating. So, quietly, I wait for you to come home, sitting in my average little kitchen. Obviously, when you get home, you don't suspect a thing. So I press the fucking gun against your forehead and I take a few
Like,
seconds
I like
to watch the fear
the
grow
tear
in your
streak down
eyes.
her face. Like,
You tell yourself, she won't do it. She doesn't have the guts. She's just trying to teach me a lesson. But you are so wrong, honey.
there's also weird
Sentenced
ghosting
you
on a
to
lot
death
of
for
things.
turning my life into a soap opera cliche. For stepping on my dreams.
Also,
for
people
not
don't cry
giving
from
a
the
shit
middle of
about
their
me
eye,
all
they
those
cry
years,
from the
and for lying
ends.
to me and betraying me and humiliating me. I'm making an example out of you for all the assholes out there who think they can keep on fucking us over and over.
She's different.
Goodbye, my love.
She's built different.
So, how was it?
Very nice, very nice.
You think I might stand a
It's the
chance?
most condescending,
Someone
very
will get
nice.
in touch with you and let you know.
She wasn't too bad, huh?
Doesn't matter. She's too tall for the part.
Yeah.
Next.
Those aren't real names. I refuse. Look, some concept art. Like, okay, Ethan's house. See, in the concept art shown in, Jason have friends. That didn't translate to the game. Ethan's office, their home. Which, alright, that looks like what the home looked like. The kitchen. Raining, it's much too sunny. Yeah, after spending however many hours in this world where it's dark and rainy, like, it's weird to see bright sunlight. Sketches of the mall. These line sketches, I don't find them nearly as interesting. These like higher end, like painted ones always look really interesting to me. Ethan's bedroom with the weird mirror. It's depressing ass living room. Sean's depressing ass bedroom. Movie to look like the concept art. So a lot of people, I've heard people say that before. See, this looks like a real street. The street we got in the video game did not look like a real street. Like, this shit looks lived on. There's not nearly enough trash in the road, though. Like, you do get games and movies, though, that look like the concept art, because that's how they make them. Like, the concept art is what becomes the thing. These are all just, like, early drafts of them. You know what I mean? Like, what was it, Silent Hill, a lot of people are like, no, I like the texture of it. Okay. Yeah, the art style, admittedly, like, this kind of, like, sporadic painting, but I don't see how this would adapt to movement. Like, it would work if you were, like, making a graphic novel that looked like this. And to be fair, I've seen graphic novels that kind of look like this. But I don't feel like you would, like, movement would look right in this. Like, once you add movement, I feel like it would look weird. I like this style. Like, the heavy, heavy black and white. I always think that looks just stellar. I feel like the, one of my other complaints with the setting of this, this office felt too fictional to me. Like, I feel like no real person would have an office that looks like this. You know? Or, like, nobody really has an office. Like, nobody that the average person could afford would have an office that looks like that. I worked hard to unlock all of these. Damn it, we're going to look at them. I still think the weird down ramp outside of the police station doesn't look right. But conceptually, these all pretty much look like what they became. Like, they were pretty faithful to their drawings. Yeah, like, that's Madison's apartment. Actually, like I said, really liked Madison. These beautiful drawings, after all. Yeah. Well, like, I always find it interesting to see what they changed versus these. And usually you can, like, if you think on it hard enough, you can kind of figure out what they changed and why. The fuck is this area? There must be another concept for Madison's apartment, but, like, did Madison take over a fucking condemned building? Oh, is it supposed to be in the middle of renovation? I guess they might have been workshopping how to get her out of her apartment. And went with that weird dream sequence. Okay, rain. Okay, yep. It's definitely a bus terminal. But, like, interesting stuff like being able to see that, like, they were clearly conceptualizing how to get Madison out of her apartment. So, like, the renovation idea isn't a bad one. State Road. That's a real road. Bus terminal, just like Madagascar. Never seen Madagascar. I feel like these style of motel also aren't a thing we have here. I don't think I've ever seen a motel that looks like this on the East Coast. Like, I feel like I've seen them in movies and all, so I feel like they're like a thing, but... Alright, yep. Somebody loves them some Jesus. This, I think, looks better in the game than it does here. I think this looks a little too put together. Time to go motel hopping. I feel like we have a lot of, like, one-story motor lodges around here. Like... Also, who has the money for that? There's a train bus terminal. Yeah, the baby mama. The garage, alright, that looks pretty legit. Like, to be fair, like I said, like, it's weird that they're as accurate to what they were. It was like, yeah, this is what it looked like in the game for the most part. This part didn't happen. Oh, 95. That way towards Plymouth Meeting, 476. It should be 676, but alright. Like, I find it interesting how much... Because usually I feel like concept art, like, when I look at the ones for, like, Resident Evil games, like, they're clearly very different. I don't... Like, this wasn't an area I showed at all. Oh, is this where the meat locker fight was? Yeah. Okay. Shelby's, apartment. Yeah, that looks pretty legit. Can I go through these? Hey, I can. I feel like this game didn't do too much with... Oh, thank God we didn't have to pick what hole to go down. We didn't have to pick what hole to go down. I'm pretty thankful for that. This place looks way shittier than it did in the game. You know, now the hard part is, because I was kind of banking on that DLC, I gotta figure out what we're playing next. It's just seen better days, yeah. I gotta figure out what game comes next. Because I have no idea. Heavy Rain again. Again, but get the bad ending. I ought to see if I can emulate the, because I can ROM dump on my PS3. I ought to see if I can emulate the DLC. So we can still play it, but without me having to try to, hook my PS3 back up. Because I'm not going to lie, kind of don't want to hook my PS3 back up. Okay, why are we going super slow slideshow now? Okay, game. I still think that, like, hold on. That just looks like an actual, like, artist depiction of, like, City Hall. So that's what the Philadelphia City Hall looks like. Like, that's actually what it looks like. Like, they drew it pretty accurately. Actually, this is about what 12th and Market looks like. Because this is definitely Market in my, like, I think. Yeah. All you're missing is the smell of trash and people cursing at you. Okay. This room was a little too high concept for my liking. The whole, like, red hallway, it leads into the white room with all the cameras showing different bits of you, and this is where we drank the poison. See the poison on the table? Right around here? Then a watch and a, like, leap pad. Yeah, it's a little too, like all the previous rooms didn't really have, like, an art component to them, whereas that one felt like it stood out a little too much because of the art component. We have Shelby's Secret Orchid and Murder Room. A boat. Not much more to say about that. Kind of what it looks like at work for me. Gotta love the boat. I don't have to love the boat. Where we found Sean. The battle between two people who clearly aren't the characters we played as. Somebody standing outside of a grave. See, that looks way cooler than Ari actually looked. Like with the shit on the desk. You can love the boat for both of us. Feel free. There's a video. Actually, do I? This is some sort of behind the scenes, I take it. God, the spooky. I like the spooky cliffside. Is that supposed to be Madison? Wait. Mocap is interesting as shit. Okay, if they're not going to talk, I'm turning that music off. Because it almost certainly will make me have to fix it in YouTube. But yeah, no, like... There we go, I'll put some music on. Like, it's interesting to see 172 days of shooting. Jesus Christ. Poor Madison had to go through, or the actors who plays Madison had to go through 172 days of shooting. And the worst part is, this is like very basic mocap. Like mocap. Compared to what they do now. Like if you go back and look at all the like the way they did the way they do it now with like the camera that's mounted right in front of them, like on their hat. Like I watched a bunch of them for the Resident Evil remakes, and it's amazing how much they actually did the mocap. Like how much the facial expressions and performance come through in mocap rather. You know? Alright. Casting real actors, you know, I think that's about what we'll call it for the day. Oh, didn't want to mute that. Wanted to mute that. There we go. But yeah, that was Heavy Rain. So what did y'all think about Heavy Rain? I know I've been rambling on about it. I actually, like I said, I find this game incredibly interesting. Lovely sound of Rain getting our son murdered. Like, I know that there's a certain amount of fun in also, like, me struggling with the controls, as I've been told. But yeah, that was Heavy Rain. It was fun to play. I'm surprised it was only 4 parts. I thought this game was longer. But apparently I just burned through it. Let's go back to face cam. Yeah, apparently. I gotta figure out what we're playing next. Like, there wasn't a plan immediately after this. So I might be posting in the Discord what we're doing next. Also, end saved everybody. I got the good ending. I'm not even sure how the fuck I did it. Ooh. Hey. Resident Evil Death Island is out now and franchise sale. Save up to 87% on Resident Evil games. So, you know, go out and buy Resident Evil games, I guess. If you don't already own all of them, like me. Don't suggest this. Steam was like, so, how do you feel about Death Stranding Director's Cut? Which, I've been saying I want to try Death Stranding, but I don't want to play that on stream. Decision made. Nope. Nope. They're also having some kind of stealth sale, which appears to just be a bunch of Assassin's Creed games. I don't know. I'll ruminate on it and look through my games list, and we'll figure it out. I think I have a good idea, but I'm not sure yet. Anywho, thank you all for coming. Thank you all for watching, and thank you for hanging out. I'm glad you're here. Thank you for lurking as well. I'm glad you're all here to hang out. And I'm glad we beat Heavy Rain. I'm glad we're done with that. As always, you can find me at any one of these up here, or as always, you can find the easily clickable links there in the chat or down in the description below if you're watching this on the future in the YouTube. Glad we're done with that game. Like I said, I liked it, but like, man, those controls are fucking awful. Like real bad. But thank you for being here, Jagboo. Always lovely to talk to you. How you feeling, by the way? Are you planning on streaming tomorrow night? Game better have bad controls too. Oh no. I mean, to be fair, it might. I don't want to tip my hand, but it might. I will miss the horrendous controls. I feel like it'll be bad, but not as bad. Because I got 2 ideas, but both of them are terrible. Neither of them are known for, like, good controls. You know? But glad to hear it. Glad to hear you're hopefully doing better. But I don't... Sunday is in the air right now. I'm working Saturday night again, so Sunday is a big, giant maybe. I might be back Sunday, I might not. If not, we'll be back Tuesday with something new. I hope to see you all there. I hope you all have a lovely weekend. And I will catch you later. Thank you for wishing me good on work for Saturday into Sunday. Hopefully it does go well, because I'm tired. But I will catch you all later. Bye.